Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Tech Money Entertainment bringing you guys another video with Oberon. This is my attempt at going up against level 100 enemies. The main problem with trying to get this recorded was that every time we ran this mission to do the Void, T4 Survival, or the Moon, it's just like the frame rate just takes a huge hit. I don't know if you guys have experienced the same issue or not on the PS4, but like the frame rate just gets so bad with this update. I don't know what it is with this update that they put out. I don't know if it's like just the earlier build of the update that they just put out just so we can have it, but it's been messing up the frame rate like a lot lately. It's like anytime you try to go highways or high level runs around like 40 minutes, and this is just personally speaking for me and like a few of my friends that are in the party with me when I play, like they can vouch for me as well. Like the frame rate gets really ugly, but you'll see it later. The frame rate right now is like, it's bad, but I can still play, and like, it's good enough for you to at least like see what's going on. But I threw the clip in. It's going to show up later in the gameplay in this round, where like it's just like literally running at like 2 frames. Like you can't even really turn for real. You can't react to anything. It's really bad. I do get a legit run with Oberon, and it's a 2-man here on the Void, and it's me and my boy Jonah, who uses Xcal during that run, and that will come up later in the video. You can at least see that. That's also up against level 100 enemies. But I figured I'd post this anyway, just because it's against level 100 and 200. But I started it at level 100, just that way you guys can just go ahead and see the footage. I'm using the same build that I used for the Draco when I did the original Oberon breakdown. The main difference that I did for this build, it's basically the same build. It's just that I took out Rage for the second half. So in this video right here, this footage that you're watching, I have the exact same build on. But for the next footage that you're going to see, I don't have on Rage. I think I switched out Rage with, I think it was Cunning, Drift, or something. It was something I switched it out for. I can't even remember. I changed the build around a lot, just trying to test out other builds that you guys suggested in the comments. But yeah, I'll just pop out and just let you guys see the horrendous frame rate. It's so bad. Alright, so this is the clip where you can just clearly see that this is just unplayable on my half. I'm pretty sure the nullifier is what killed me right there, but even seeing that nullifier like within that short amount of time, the frame rate is so bad that you can't even like really dodge any of the shots. And here I'm just trying to like just use Reckoning and get some type of CC going, and then just get bodied again by the nullifier. Yeah, I really hope they fix that issue, because that's been happening to me a lot. But yeah, ended up lasting an hour and 40 minutes. So despite all that gayness of the frame rate, we still managed to hit an hour and 40 minutes, which is pretty impressive. This is the footage of the 2-man. This is way cleaner. This is probably the best run that I can get as of now, just because of all the attempts that I've tried. It really just doesn't even make me want to play it until like it gets fixed. But yeah, just trying to stick to the formula with the Reckoning. The best tip that I can give if you still use Hollow Reckoning for the higher late waves is just use the Reckoning as like CC and damage, like for overtime. So for the Simulor, since it's already a DLT weapon, like it just does like so much crowd control damage. The Hollow Reckoning, since it leaves those little like patches of hollow ground on the ground, and it does like 150 damage and scales off of power strength depending on how much power strength you have, which is one point that I did forget to mention in my breakdown video, was that Hollow Reckoning does scale off of power strength. So at this point I'm just using Reckoning to just get the patches on the ground, and then just using it to increase the DPS of my Simulor to just try to kill the enemies. the main moves you want to really be doing once you get to this point is just still using hollow ground to buff your armor to help your teammates out. And smite is really good. Smite late wave is, especially if you see an ancient, just go ahead and smite or reckoning the ancients depending on how much energy you have on you, and that will get rid of the ancients buff to buff the rest of the enemies in the void, which will make all the enemies in the void way easier to kill than just trying to take them head on with the ancient. And right here you see that reckoning gives a nice radiation and makes the heavy gunners fight each other so I can revive my teammate. Yeah, just trying to stack hollow ground as much as possible and just do as much damage over time as you can. So yeah, we're getting to the point in the run where we're running really low on life support and just got to make a mad dash run to try to get to it. So I try to make the valiant effort to push forward, but don't quite get there in time. Only have like 1% left on life support, and then it caps out on me and I get blasted in the face by the nullifier. But for a 2-man, you end up going 1 hour and 5 minutes, which isn't that bad. If you guys like the video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more. I'm working on some Mesa footage for a Mesa build with Arcane Avenger as well. That'll be coming up real soon. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video, man. Peace.